My grandpa, Ben Woodson, was born on July 13, 1929 in Springdale, Arkansas, where his father owned a farm. This farm became a victim of the dust storms occurring during the Great Depression, which was an economic crash that had forced my grandpa and his family to migrate to California to look for a better opportunity. This stock market crash had caused many Americans to lose their jobs and savings, and it was felt around the world as well. Previously, the family had depended on the farm, but after the dust storms, they had lost everything. Eventually, they settled near San Francisco in California, and nearby, my great-grandpa worked as a miner to provide for his family, while Ben's mom stayed home to take care of the children. During this time, Ben's brother died of an influenza virus, which luckily did not spread to the rest of the family. The mining job had provided sufficient funds for survival, but the family needed more to pursue higher education. In response, Ben had to get a job working at a shop while still in high school, and sadly, his dad died soon after due to heart disease during this time. In his free time, he was an active member of the Boy Scouts and would later be a scout leader of the same group. In the Scouts, he picked up a love of fishing and the outdoors, especially camping in the Northern California forests. His favorite spot was in a city in California called Sierra City that he often took his children to. After graduation, my grandpa was admitted to the University of California at Berkeley shortly following the end of World War II, where he met my grandmother, who was also studying at UC Berkeley. They were both studying English and also both eventually became teachers. Shortly after his studies of the English language in college, Ben joined the Navy to participate in the Korean War. Struggle against the communist forces backed by the Soviet Union. He knew he was going to be drafted into the military due to the war, so he just joined the military anyways. While in the Korean War, he served on the USS Berico, an aircraft carrier in the US Navy. Following his participation in the Korean War, Ben married my grandma, and a few years later, my father was born in 1965. During the Vietnam War, my grandpa was suffering from type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, although he continued to work at the bookstore that he owned and as an English teacher at a high school. His wife was working as a kindergarten teacher at a local elementary school. However, the bookstore and many of the books in it were all lost due to water damage after a storm had gotten through the roof, which was in poor condition. During this time, Ben had also fallen down the stairs and could no longer walk, all because he forgot to turn on the hallway lights. In addition, the family dog also died during this time of old age. In 1988, Ben died of lung cancer because of his smoking addiction.